Hey, Christy Mattoon here. I hope that this is working right. I'm going to tell you today, I want to talk to you today about what happens when you feel like there's nothing else you can do. What do you do when you feel like there's just nothing else to do? So here we go. Welcome to Mind Rewire. My name is Christy and I'm excited today. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything. You'll get notifications when we go live or when I post a new video. So what do you do when there's nothing else you can do? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been in a situation like that? When life just seems like it's happening all around you, when things seem like they're happening to you, and you just seem like you have no control. You may have tried everything. You may feel like you've done everything that you can possibly do, yet you still get no release and no relief. What do you do in moments like that? What do you do for things like that when you just feel like you're absolutely stuck? Do you know what I'm talking about? How do you handle that? You may know that I'm a subconscious change coach. I work with people all the time, doing things to help them release stubborn issues from their subconscious mind. And one of the biggest things I hear from most of these people is that they've done everything. And so my first question is, what have you done? Give me the lowdown. What have you tried? I hear things like meditation, hypnosis, people that have tried NLP. I've actually worked with people that have been with the top gurus in the industry. They go to doctors, they see therapists, different gurus. They learn techniques themselves. I work with people all the time who know how to do hypnosis. They are hypnotists. I work with people all the time that are Reiki masters. They've tried everything or feel like they have, but nothing ever happens. Why is that? What's going on in their system that they can't seem to clear the very problems that they work with other people on? So I want to give you 3 ideas. I want to give you 3 things that you can do that are quick and easy. They're simple techniques that you can use and utilize starting right now to help you start to get beyond the roadblocks of life and get beyond the things that are keeping you stuck. So the first thing is pick one thing. This is the biggest issue across the board that I've noticed most people have. Is they have this, what we call a tool bag of tricks, but they never know which one to use and then they never do anything. And this is a huge issue. This is a huge problem for a lot of people. The greatest place that I know of starting, the easiest place that I know of starting is simple gratitude statements. Start in prayer. Start with the meditation process, right? Prayer and meditation to me are the same thing. I'm just talking to God. I'm talking to what some people call universe. I'm talking to the spirit, right? And I am just in gratitude with everything that I do have in my life that I'm enjoying. So when I go into gratitude, it kind of takes out some of the other junk that's going on. If I stay in gratitude, it keeps me in that higher place. It keeps me in that higher dimension. And then practice that. Practice it every day so that it helps you stay in balance and stay coherent with what it is you want for yourself. Because if you don't practice it, it's not going to stick. So that's number 2. Number 1 is pick one thing. Pick the one thing that you like the best, whether it's meditation, whether it's a technique that you learned, whether you're, Reiki, so do Reiki on yourself, whether it's walking, working out, whatever that it is. Pick the one thing and then stick to it. That's number 2. Do it continually. All day long. Don't ever stop. And you're like, well, I can't stop. If it's working out, I can't work out all day long. But you have to do it enough to get the good endorphins in your head, and you have to do it enough to start warranting a change. It can't be a situation of go into the gym and sit on the bench and hang out like so many people do. It can't be a situation of where you lay down or sit down to meditate and you fall asleep and then you never do it. It can't be a situation of where you start the process of like making gratitude statements and you get through 2 and you're like, I just can't think of anything else. Even if they seem silly, even if it seems like it's little and it's just like, it doesn't seem like it's big enough, do it anyway. I'm grateful for the plant behind me, that it's still alive. I'm grateful for the color green. That's a weird one, but every day I'm telling myself I love the color green. And we're in California right now, and so it's everywhere. My whole backyard is just full of green plants. And I just love it. So every morning when I wake up, that's one of the first things that goes through my head is I am grateful for the color green. I love the color green, right? Find the little things, find the small stuff, and then do it continually. If you talk to God, talk to him all day long. Eventually what's going to happen is he's going to start talking back, and then we've got a whole nother thing we can work with. But do it all day long. And don't let things distract you. Here's a problem with doing things continually. Things will come, and they will, that will distract you and pull you away from your do it continually, whatever it is you're doing. Don't let the distractions happen. This is where you have to just get really fortified within yourself and say, no, this is my one thing, this is what I'm doing, and I won't be distracted from it. So how do you keep from distraction? Write your thing down. Write your progress down. Post it on the wall. Put it on the mirror. Write it right in what I used to use, the eyeliner, right? I'd write words to myself on the mirror in the bathroom. So when I go in the bathroom every day, guess what I'm looking at? I'm reading my one thing. And then I'm knowing how long I've been in practice. If I've done it for a few days in a row, if it's something I've done continually for a while, if I'm doing well, if I missed a day, I'll write that down. I'll put a minus sign and then missed a day. And whatever the date was, so that I know. And then I can go back and look at that date and go, wow, that was kind of a rough day. Or I can look at the days when I was in practice and I can see the difference in the results, okay? So put it on the wall, write it on your mirror, post it on your refrigerator, take a little note card, you know, like you can go get these at the dollar store. Actually, I just picked these up today, a little notebook thing, and there's like 4 or 5 of them here. Write it down. Put it on the refrigerator, put it on the wall above the sink, put it on the back door, put it on the front door, put it on the door on the outside of the front door, so when you walk into the house, coming and going, you see this thing, so you don't forget. You don't forget what you're doing and what you're trying to do. So when these things happen, when it just feels like there is nothing else you can do, you have to go through the process. You have to kind of sit with it and go through it, and I promise you there'll be an end to it at some point, but you have to love yourself enough to pick the one thing, do it continually, never stop doing it, write it down, and make sure it's with you all the time. I hope this finds you well and this leaves you with something to work for and to go to. Blessings and peace, and we'll be seeing you again soon.